Okay, so I am at the Pérez Art Museum, and as I was walking across, I came across this very, very talented young artist, and his name is Cribb. And Noah, I know I've chatted with you before, and I'm now doing a video recording, but tell me how you actually got here.
Oh wow, so before I landed in the Pérez Art Museum, I was working at the Publix bakery, and one day after closing, I was just like, okay, I can't keep doing this. So I reached out to friends and I was like, I want to work in the museum. I'm going to school for art. Somebody worked here already in my friend network, and they were able to get me a position at the gift shop. So I worked in the gift shop for 2.5 years. This artist station was not even a thing at the time. It was a product of the museum responding to 2020, the events of 2020. And so after maintaining my position in the gift shop, and I saw this pop up in the museum, and it was a small team. So I would go visit the artist and I would say, hey, like, how are you doing this? What is the position? And then a month later, someone in the gift shop was like, hey, did you apply? And I was like, apply to what? So it was all by, like, I honestly wasn't paying enough attention to it to say like, oh, I was watching the job listing. It was very much like a happening of, I feel like, following my heart and then just trying to see something through. I knew I wanted to occupy space here in the museum. It's a beautiful place to be. After visiting it for a class field trip in high school, it was on my radar. So since then, I've been able to practice here in the museum, a group of 4 of us, and we're all local artists, and I'm very thankful. Yeah, I'm very thankful for the press.
And what is your art?
So my practice really began with the decision of me wanting to lead a life that I felt truly free. And I feel like the title artist grants a particular freedom or a way of being that I was very attracted to after researching people in art history. I would categorize myself as in the spiritualist group or naturalist, land art even, but I have fallen into painting through a happening of a few synchronicities, and I've gathered this practice. But I made the decision when I was on a walk, on a hike, and I was thinking to myself, you know, what do I want to do every day? What fills my spirit or gives me drive, life, purpose? And it's wandering and taking these walks. So I was like, how can I integrate this into my life to where this becomes like a pillar of what is going to sustain me? And if I found the perfect opportunity, as I was already collecting these debris, to take it a step further and then integrate this thing I was already doing for my my health and my well-being, to integrate it into my practice, to integrate it into my responsibilities, and as a way to sustain myself spiritually, financially, to sustain life, basically. And so I collect debris, I use an overhead projector, and the results are, you know, abstract landscape, paintings. I was trying to think of few artists in art history to connect kind of the style, but I can't think of their names.
No, it's fine. Do you have anything that I could just, you know, like I could peek into, maybe?
I have only some drawings.
So this is the projector, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes when I'm trying to get down the color palette, I will...
and it's fine for it to be like broadcast, right?
Of course,
okay,
yeah,
great.
it's fine to be shown. So I have these paper works, but these are just kind of me dilly-dallying as I'm warming up to paint a larger scale, wherein I'm setting the color palette, and then just kind of they've become just like little explorations of texture and color.
Interesting.
And I would say it's a very loose representation of some of the paintings.
I'm sure your larger works, right? But at least,
these
I'm
are-
getting an idea of,
Of my temperament.
Of
at
your
least.
temperament.
Oh, and then here's like something, a little bit more organized and out of the blue.
Okay.
Every once in a while, some things feel a bit more like planned.
Yeah.